Good morning everyone, lovely to see you all and welcome to our assembly today. Now behind me I decided to bring my two special friends to assembly today. Can you see them? They're just sitting behind me. Now this is a picture that's in my house, boys and girls. And one of the reasons I bought it is because it was completed by a very famous artist, and I want you to see if you can find out who that artist was. And I bought it because they have special names and it reminded me of my mum and dad. Anyway, the theme of our assembly this week is going to be all about being Scottish and learning a little bit about the story of Robert Burns. But before we get to that, I want to say a huge well done again this week. This week has been lovely for us in school because although we can't see you and have you in school, we have been looking online. You've been posting amazing videos, fantastic learning that you've been doing in your jotters, amazing pictures of all the learning that you've been doing either inside or outside of your house. So we wanted to say a big well done, firstly to our parents and carers who've been helping all of our boys and girls this week. What an amazing job you're doing. We know how tricky it is, but you're doing an excellent job of keeping the children all on track with their learning. So well done everybody. Well done to all of our teachers who've been working so hard at planning amazing learning and uploading it all for you and then giving you feedback. Well done everybody, what a team effort this week. And finally, well done to all of our children. What an amazing job you're doing of trying to complete all of your tasks without your teachers being there. We're really, really proud of you. Keep up all that amazing learning. So this week we're going to have a wee think about what it means to be Scottish. Now, I've travelled before I started to be a teacher all over America, and one of the really interesting things that people asked me was, what's it like in Scotland? And I was able to talk a little bit about living in Scotland and growing up here. Now, all over the world, people celebrate Scottish things, and on Monday the 25th of January is Burns Day, and we have Burns Day to help celebrate Robert Burns. I've got a little clip that I'd like you to watch just now, and you should learn a little bit more about Robert Burns himself. Enjoy. Hi everyone, I hope you enjoyed watching that little clip about Robert Burns. As one of your tasks today, I would like you to draw or write any pictures, words or sentences about what being Scottish means to you. Now for me, it might mean drawing a piece of tartan, or it might mean me drawing a plate with haggis, neeps and tatties on it. And that's what people normally eat on the day when they celebrate Burns Day. So on the Monday the 25th of January, lots of people all over the world will be celebrating Burns Day by eating haggis, neeps and tatties and by reading aloud the poems of Robert Burns. Can you take a picture of your tasks and activities that I've set you today, and can you upload them to Seesaw please when you can? That would be absolutely great. It'd be lovely to see that. So what I'm going to say is have a lovely weekend everybody. We look forward to seeing you next week for more hard work for remote learning. But it was lovely to see you all. Take care everyone.
Hello everybody, how are you? I hope you're all doing really well. It's nice to see some of the boys and girls in the hub this week, but it's also been really nice to look at all your online learning. You're doing a great job of logging on and doing all the tasks set by your teachers. I know they're working really hard to find some really interesting and exciting things for you to do to help you keep learning even though you're not with us at school. And we do miss you all very much not being at school. So you'll be wondering, Mr Miller's not dressed like he normally is in our Makaton videos. I've normally got my polo shirt on and my smart trousers, but today I've got my t-shirt, my hair's a little bit of a mess. That's because I've just been doing some exercise, boys and girls, and it's really important, even though we can't really go out that much, it's important we still stay active to help us keep fit and healthy. So our Makaton signs this week are going to be all about movement and exercise. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is walk or walking. And to do that, we pretend our two fingers are like little legs, and as we move our hand across our body, we move them back and forward. like this. And of course we say walk. You try it. Walk. Or walking. Walking. Good. The second one, if we're feeling a bit more active and we've got more energy and we don't want to go for a walk, we want to go for a run. And the way that we do that is we have our two hands, closed fist like this, and we move them in a circle, and we kind of lean forward a little bit, and we say, run. Run. Good, you try it. Run. So that's walk and run. And another thing that we do quite a lot of when we're doing exercises is that we jump. And just do the Makaton sign for jump. We use our left hand, almost maybe like a trampoline. Could be a trampoline. And again, we get our two fingers, like our little legs again, and we say, jump. Jump. You try it. Jump. Very good. So now we know some words that we can use to describe how we are being active. Walking, running, and jump or jumping. Excellent. Maybe you could post some videos on your class seesaw of you doing your Makaton signs, or maybe even sharing them on Twitter and tagging the school and tagging me into it on Twitter as well. We love to see you using your signs to help you communicate more easily and communicating in a different way. So for now, boys and girls, I'll say goodbye. See you soon.
Good morning everyone, I hope you've had a good week of home learning and enjoying being at home and doing all the different activities that you've been doing that your teachers have set up, but also that your mums or dads or whoever you live with has been doing with you as well. So this week, as usual, it's me doing Stars of the Week, and I've got a big pile of certificates here. And if you're not in school in one of the bubble classes, then you will get your certificate posted out to you at the start of next week. So I hope everyone who was Star of the Week last week got theirs, and if you're Star of the Week this week, you will get it posted out to you if you're not in school. So I'm going to start with Primary 1J. So in Primary 1J, it's Oliver for completing all his tasks with enthusiasm and trying hard to challenge himself. So well done, Oliver. In Primary 1F, we've got Sophie for always completing all her tasks and always having a big smile on her face. Well done, Sophie. And it's really, really good for us as teachers when you've got a big smile on your face, because it makes us feel really happy too. In Primary 2, Mrs. Lilly again this week has said that everyone has worked super hard, but there had to be one Star of the Week. And this week it's Sem, and it's for working well at home with such great enthusiasm. So well done, Sem. In Primary 3-2, it's Oliver for outstanding enthusiasm and to home learning and a positive attitude and working confidently to share his learning. Now, in Primary 3, it's now going to be a double celebration for this family, because it's Oliver in Primary 3-2, but it's Lewis, his big brother, in Primary 3. So well done, Lewis, and it's for always completing work online and sharing his learning with the class. Your mum and dad are going to be very proud of you both. So well done. In Primary 4, it's Bobby for always working hard to complete all of our home learning activities. So well done, Bobby. In Primary 5, we've got Fraser for producing a high standard of home learning and completing outdoor learning tasks too. So well done, Fraser. In Primary 6, it's Cole, and it's for giving every single task a good go and presenting some work, some amazing work, particularly his Scottish poems. So well done. I've actually seen quite a few people doing Scottish poems this week, so if you're one of them, well done. In Primary 7, it's Zach, and it's for fully engaging and continually challenging yourself by completing extra and optional tasks which have been set. And Mr. Burns says, what a mature and diligent approach. So well done, Zach. I've seen some of your work on Seesaw, Zach, so keep it up. Well done. In Class RM, we've got Victor for always doing his home learning tasks and trying his best. Well done, Victor. In Class Jura, we've Christian for working hard and making good progress in learning. So well done, Christian. In Class Iona, it's Quinn for his great writing about setting. I'll need to have a look at that. Quinn, well done. I've not had a chance to see that yet. And in Class Harris, for working hard on his multiplication division, it's Alan. Well done, Alan. And the last person in Class Sky this week, I'm having to look at my screen here, is Michael Robertson for working hard on his home learning. So well done, Michael. For all your hard work this week. So many teachers again last week were very impressed by the high level of work that's been done by you at home. So keep that up, and I'm looking forward to doing Stars of the Week next week. So keep it up, and I'll speak to you next week. Bye for now.
We've got some examples of great online learning to look at now, starting with this boy here who's been listening to his phonics stories each day. Well done. And here we've got some learning about verbs, doing words, very important that we understand what these are for reading and for writing. Another important life skill here, learning to tell the time to the nearest 5 minutes. Very important, so we can be on time for things and be organised. Again, it's really important life skills going on here. One of our LCR boys doing some great learning. Some reading comprehension here, where we're learning about the Titanic and having to answer some questions to show our understanding. Some more examples of reading now, using our phonics and our knowledge of sounds to read and spell words. This looks fantastic. We're getting outside now. This looks maybe like one of Miss Smith's outdoor learning challenges. Well done for getting out and being active. Using some ladybirds to help us learn about doubles here. An important thing to help us in our numeracy work. We've got some great sentences here. Oh, a snowball fight. Fantastic. That must have been fun. Great writing. Some more answering of questions here as well, choosing the options from the choices. Well done. And we've been learning here about Robert Burns. And again, we have been out and about in this picture. No matter what the weather, it looks a bit cold and wet, but we've been getting outside and being active and completing our challenges. And finally, we have got a secret student, obviously been working very hard to complete all learning and all tasks. Well done, this is fantastic.
Good morning everyone, I hope you're well and had a nice week. This morning I'm going to review with you the EmotionWorks cogs. We're going to look at the first 5 again and see what we remember from that, because this might be really useful for you just now, because I know we'll all be feeling lots of emotions not being in school at the moment. So let's have a little think. I wonder if we can remember any of them. So take a few seconds, think about what we've learned about EmotionWorks and the cogs, and think if you can remember any of the cogs we learned. Maybe you'll just remember the colours, or maybe you'll remember what they mean. Did you come up with any of them? I'm sure you did. Right, the first cog that we learned about was the orange cog. Now, if you remember, the orange cog was the EmotionWords cog, which meant all of the words to describe how we felt. So have a little think. Can you think of any words that you could use to describe how you feel? Okay, maybe you came up with sad, angry, happy, excited, anxious, nervous. There's lots of words you can use to describe how you feel. How are you feeling today? Have a think about that. What words would you use to describe how you are feeling today? Now remember, the words, the cog that describes how we feel is the orange cog, the EmotionWords cog. Okay, the second cog, that we learned about was the green cog. I wonder if you can remember what the green cog was. That's right, the green cog was the behaviours cog. So this cog told us about how we show our emotions and how we react, the types of things that we do because we feel a certain way, or maybe how we show how we're feeling. So it might be what our face does, the actions that we then show, noises that we make, or maybe something that we say. So have a little think about maybe any behaviours that you have shown today about how you're feeling. If you're feeling really happy or excited, has there been anything that your face has done to show that? Has there been anything that you've said to show that? Or maybe you're feeling a little bit sad this morning. How are you showing that? What behaviours are you using to show that? Maybe you're doing something with your face or your words or your actions. Okay, the third cog that we learned about was this red cog. Can you remember what the red cog was? It was the body sensations cog. So that was the one that told us what a feeling feels like. Okay, so what's happening in your body, something that you can't control. So maybe it's a feeling in your tummy, or maybe it is the sensation that something's making. So maybe if you were really nervous, your heart would be beating very fast. So body sensations, we need to think about where in our body we feel it and how it feels. So it might be a tingling or a thumping. You might feel it in your head. So if you're maybe a little bit sad or angry, you might get a sore head and it feels like it's thumping all the time. If you're excited about something, you might get butterflies in your tummy, or your palms might start to sweat. Sometimes our body shows us a certain emotion by our heart beating really quickly. So this is what this cog is all about. You need to think about where you feel it and how it feels. Okay, the fourth cog we learned about was this yellow cog. I wonder if you can remember what that was. That's right, it was the triggers cog. Okay, and this cog helps us to think about why we feel a certain way and what had happened to make us feel that certain way. So maybe when thinking about when you're back in school, maybe you've been really sad after lunchtime, and if you start to think about what has caused you to feel that way, what's triggered it, maybe you fell out with someone outside and that's made you feel really sad. And it's made your body experience these different sensations, and it's made your behaviour made you react in a certain way and display certain behaviours. So when we're thinking about the triggers, you need to think about what had happened before to make you feel that way. The triggers is really like the reason you're feeling a certain way. Okay, and the last cog I'm going to talk to you about today is this blue cog, and I would say this is probably one of the most important. It's really important for us to understand how we're feeling and why we're feeling a certain way, but this blue cog helps us to think about how we make ourselves feel better again. Okay, so this is the one that's called the regulation strategies. So that's how do you go from maybe being up here to getting yourself back down to feeling calm and happy. Okay, how do you change the way you're feeling if it's not a nice feeling? Okay, what makes you feel better? So have a little think if you can come up with any ideas of how you would usually make yourself feel better if you weren't feeling good. I wonder what you came up with. Maybe you said talk to a friend, or play a certain game, or maybe you said distract yourself, or get a cuddle from somebody. So there's lots of different ways that you need to learn what works for you to help yourself calm down or feel happier if you're not feeling so good. Okay, so that was a little quick review of these 5 cogs that you have been learning about since we came back to school in August, and I hope that you can use what you learn about them when you're at home and you're experiencing lots of different emotions. Bye boys and girls, have a lovely weekend.
Happy birthday to everyone who's had their birthday over the past week. It's time to sing yourself happy birthday. Hope you had a lovely time. And once again, happy birthday to you. Boys and girls, mums, dads, families, that's the end of this week's school assembly. Thank you all for your hard work and engagement on Seesaw with your learning. Thanks for watching this assembly. We hope that you have a lovely weekend, get some chance to relax and unwind and enjoy each other's company, and we'll see you all again on Monday. Goodbye everybody.